Hello, everybody. My OBS setup was a little screwed up. I think it's okay now. Mr. Man and Scott and Dragon, Pandora, Yuka, Hunter. Finally clear. It was actually clear for quite a few hours yesterday, so I picked up, I think, almost 3 hours on the little Sombrero yesterday, but I'm going to need more time on it. Although tonight looks clear, but I don't know about the next few nights. Let's see. Tonight, oh no, it's, wait a minute. Tonight looks clear, but it says windy. Wait. God dang it. Oh, wait. Tonight looks clear, but it says the next few nights are cloudy, I think. Oh, that's not good. Oof. The sun is still setting. It's set, but it still needs to go lower. Four C. And all the stars are out. Nice. Let me connect all my equipment. Hello, Max and WRX. That sounds like a radio station. Happy early Saturday. It's already Saturday there. Oh. You're across the pond too, huh, Scott? Northern Ireland, okay. Hello, Coco. Are telescopes able to catch the Black Knight? What's that? What's the Black Knight? My problem, Robert. I'm still waiting as it's very bright outside still. Are the days getting longer again? Hello, Cider. Yes. You're back after 5 p.m. sunsets now. Oh, okay. Days longer and patience shorter. This is true. This is true. Looks like I've still got a little time. You know, this is a pretty bright galaxy. So I don't think I'm going to need, I always say this, I don't think I'm going to need a lot of hours to capture this. I got almost 3 hours yesterday, but I got off to a late start because it was cloudy. I'm hoping for 4 more hours today, and maybe that will be enough for me to process it. You can see my telescope starting to come into view here. You guys want to see my latest creation here? Let me show you. This is what I processed on a members only live stream yesterday. That's my latest capture. I captured the broadband data about maybe a year and a half ago, and I captured the narrowband data just recently. So that's my latest. That is the Triangulum galaxy. I might put this on a metal print. Do you want to see the latest thing I ordered to put on a metal print? It's my favorite picture of all time. Triangulum is one of the few outside the Milky Way we can see with our naked eye. I've heard that some people might be able to see it, but I've never actually heard someone say they actually saw it. I've heard people say they saw the Andromeda galaxy, but I've never heard anyone say they saw the Triangulum galaxy. No, I didn't get that one printed. I'm talking about, I might do it. It takes a couple of weeks to arrive when I do it. You've seen the Triangulum with your naked eye? I'll go show you. You're the only one I've ever heard say that, Hunter. Oops, where did my camera go? Wait a second. Wait. I don't know if you'll be able to see it too well with the glare. I think I showed this already to my members. Isn't that cool? This is my favorite picture of all time because that comet was not in the picture when I started. I didn't even know it was going to be there. I had no idea. And after about an hour, a comet started appearing from the side. And I'm like, what the hell is that? And then I captured this in a single night. And the comet made its way inward enough where I could actually get it in the picture. And so the color reproduction on this metal print is literally perfect. It looks exactly like my picture. So I want to hang this somewhere, but somewhere where there's a lot of light. It's too dark in the basement. So this is my favorite pick only because the comet made a surprise appearance. I love, and it's got all these dense star fields clustered, the dark nebula. This is definitely my the favorite picture of all time. So that's that. I like this print company, but they're expensive. But man, the color reproduction was perfect on that thing. Where did I get that printed? Yeah, there's a store on Amazon. There's so many print companies. You just gotta. I've been using them for a while now, and I really like their reproduction. They're not cheap. Do you want the link for it? I can give you the link. You know, but I like it. But you know what? Print companies don't stick around a long time on Amazon. I noticed. I've liked other companies, and they've disappeared on me. But now I found this company, and okay. I'll give you the link, just in case you might want to. If anybody wants to try it, I've had good experience with that company. Don't worry, I don't get a commission on that. I'm not trying to sell you anything. So I'm just saying I've had good luck with it. Watching college football playoff tonight. Oh, I'm not. Well, I don't really get into college sports. I like the pro game. I like the NFL. Did you guys happen to see the Ravens versus the Steelers, and that guy missed a field goal on the last play? It would have sent his team into the playoffs, but instead they didn't make the playoffs. Some guy named Loop. And then they fired the coach the next day because they didn't make the playoffs. The coach's job hung in the balance on that missed field goal. You were upset about that, Cider? Was that your team? Yeah, American football is fun to watch, especially if your city has a good team. Oh. So you're not happy about that, huh, Cider? I thought it was hilarious. Was it the Ravens that moved from Cleveland to Baltimore or somewhere like that? I'm not sure. Was it the Ravens? I had a friend who used to live in Ohio, and he was really upset that the owner of the Cleveland Browns packed up and moved its team somewhere else. I better start setting up here. We're almost ready to start capturing the little sombrero. Not many people here today, only 35 people. Maybe I should have said aliens are attacking. Maybe that would have got more people watching. That seems to be the only thing people seem to care about these days. 3-eye atlas. But I ain't capturing that nonsense anymore. I captured that enough. A little sombrero. You know what? I was browsing Stellarium, and I also noticed there's a galaxy called the Lost in Space Galaxy. Is really? I know the Outer Limits Galaxy. They use that galaxy in their credits. But did the Lost in Space series also do that? I'm like, I'm going to try and capture that next time. I'm going to look that up. The Lost in Space Galaxy. I just wonder if they got that from the TV show. Oh, is it from the actual new movie? I think it's from the new movie, not the old TV series. Okay. I'm looking in Google right now. When I pulled up the Lost in Space Galaxy, really? I thought it might have been based on or maybe it is based on the old TV series. I'll have to find out where it gets its name from. There's the old TV series. But here's the new series. I never watched the new episode there, the new movie. But that's the second half of the night target. Hello, Perry. Where is Martin? I wonder if he's an emerald. Oh, a platinum user. I think I have platinum as the symbol. Hunter is a diamond. I don't see any stars yet. I would have started seeing stars by now, so I know sunset is getting a little later now. Alexa, when did the sun set?
Sunset will be at 5:20 p.m. tomorrow.
Sunset was over an hour ago.
I don't know that one.
Shut up. Lost in Space movie was disappointing. You know, I used to like the old TV series, Lost in Space, because of the robot. You know, that series from the 60s, the robot, he could laugh and cry and play guitar. He would insult people. It just made me laugh. He would get jealous of other robots. That was just too funny. You have to actually watch that series to see the humor in it, because one time it was sad, the robot, it had a handkerchief. The stuff they thought of, I still laugh thinking about that stuff. It's like, it doesn't have eyes, but it has a handkerchief. Yeah, I know, Cider. I didn't want to complicate the issue. Well, I'm in Detroit and my setup is in Texas. I know it's different for everybody. I just didn't want to complicate the issue. I remember Battlestar Galactica. I'll always be disappointed in Star Wars. What the hell happened to Star Wars? I mean, the most brain dead series of all time. The first Star Wars was good. The second one, The Empire Strikes Back, was good. And then it just went to shit. Return of the Jedi was garbage. The prequels were garbage. The sequels were garbage. They couldn't find someone to make a good movie. It's like, what happened? I never watched Doctor Who. Hello, Foxy. Yeah, you've been missing me, huh? I haven't been live streaming. I was live streaming a lot more than I used to back when I was doing the comments every day, especially Comet Lemon. That thing was incredible. But right now, I haven't been that interested to do comets again. I mean, the comets are gone. And the galaxies are kind of, okay, well, there's the galaxy. It doesn't change. It never changes unless there's a supernova. But I've never captured the little sombrero until I started recently, so. We need another comet like Comet Lemon. One without all the conspiracy alien life crap. Disney destroyed. Well, they had a chance to do it right. Disney really screwed that up because you got that lady in there. Her last name's Kennedy. And she told the makers of the sequels, we want strong female characters. So instead of having Luke be the star of the sequels, they had some little female doing it who was the new Jedi instead of Luke. They basically turned Star Wars into The Little Mermaid. That's what Disney likes to do. They wanted The Little Mermaid to be a Jedi. I know that sounds chauvinistic, but that's just the way I feel. No guy is going to be happy with watching a female wield a lightsaber. It just doesn't work. You can't have the Little Mermaid freaking holding a lightsaber. It just doesn't work. I don't care. I know that's chauvinistic. I don't care. Yeah, pink lightsaber with a little ribbon on it. Sorry, doesn't work. Star Wars lost its coolness. I know. Sorry. Laces. Little lacy ties on their lightsaber. So cute. We're almost ready to start capturing the little sombrero here, folks. I'm right, though. I know I'm right. Hello, Joy. First Amendment. That's right. Boy, I keep hearing, so did ice get carried away in Minneapolis? I keep hearing all the news. I don't care one way or the other about it, but it's all the news wants to talk about now is that shooting in Minneapolis. Like, really? Tens of thousands of people get shot every year in the USA, but let's just focus on one. It's on the news there as well, huh? That's sad. That's sad. Ireland's got nothing better to talk about than a shooting in the USA. That's bad. Get your own news, Scott. Stop looking over here. We got enough stupid news over here. On the news in Canada too, huh? I'm almost tempted to start already, but it looks like it still might be a little bright outside. I'm starting to see stars at least. I'm more interested in seeing how is the USA going to steal all that oil from Venezuela? Yeah, let's go take out another leader of a different country and then steal their oil. How you like that? And we'll pretend that we're protecting the American people from drugs, but really we want your oil. That's what the USA does. Now, I think now they want what, Greenland? The USA wants Greenland. Before China or Russia. Why stop there? Why don't we go to Russia? Let's go to Russia and take their oil. How about that? Who wants the USA to attack Russia and get their oil? Yeah, they got a lot of it over there. Oh, that's right. I forgot. We don't actually attack countries that can actually fight back. We only go after small countries and loot them because we know they can't fight back. That's the American way. I forgot about that. We would never attack Russia or China or North Korea for that matter. Yep. Lawlessness with militia walking all over. Yeah, kinda. Should we get started here? You'll take it before the Chinese or Russia? I didn't know they were planning to take it. Should we get started? Let's see my scope moving. I don't see any other scopes in action right now, though. I might be the first one. I see stars. I'm going to start. It's getting darker. Don't poke the bear. Right. We don't poke the bear in the USA. We only poke the cubs. You're running from Building 9. What setup do you have in Building 9? Right, right. Big countries don't attack big countries. They're smart enough not to do that. So big countries only attack small countries that can fight back, like we just did with Venezuela, or when we kidnapped Noriega. You know, that's what we do. Big country, they're not stupid enough to attack each other. So I would never worry about World War III. Nah, Venezuela wasn't a bear. Venezuela was a country that can fight back. Easy target for the USA. That's all right. Let's start this. Go. We should see my scope moving in a bit. Oh, I didn't cool the camera, did I? Let's let's skip that part for now. I'll come back to the camera. Okay, there goes my scope. Come on, little sombrero. I'm doing 2-second exposures on my scope. It doesn't really run in a jagged motion. It's very smooth. I want to make sure my camera is cooling. Yeah. Reasonably dark. Oh, you're running an S50. Cool. You're still working out a few bugs. Yeah, so you're working out a few bugs before you send a refractor there. You're going to keep two? You're going to keep two scopes at Starfront? That's cool. That's what I did here. I made sure my setup was all working smoothly. I mean, I made sure I was going to send them a setup that never fails. Because this setup, when I used it at home, never fails. But I just wanted to make sure I tested a few more things like power backup and all that. I'm in building 4. Hello, Stan. Going after the little sombrero. We got clouds, I think, the next few nights, so I'd like to. Maybe I can. Stan will say, you need 20 hours on this target. Maybe I can get by with 6 or 7. This is a bright target. Stress testing the. I even tried power failures at home to make sure it could recover. I did quite a few tests at home before I sent it to Starfront. I know. I got to contact Dustin about the 24-inch. I feel like I've got my hands full though with my 8-inch. I'm backed up on so much data I should process already. At least 8. Better with 10, of course. Of course, Stan. Only maybe for the background, because I have already think I've captured as much detail as I'm going to capture with that little galaxy. It's a little galaxy from my scope. There's very few stars out right now, and that's because I know I started early. The sun is definitely still setting. That's what she said. You know, I'm seeing TWSS on other live streams now. It seems to have carried over. You guys made that up, the acronym there, but I'm starting to see it on other streams now. It's carried over. Bad, bad, bad. You're a bad influence. Easier to type. No. We're still going through an autofocus right now. I don't mind. Take your time, autofocus, because the sun is still setting. I know the first picture is going to come out bright. I want to get the one like they have for the 24-inch scope, because that was razor sharp and you really saw so many stars. What is this one that I have? The 662. Dustin gave me that as a gift. Wasn't that nice? He does a lot for me. Yes. I think it's mutual. We do a lot for each other. But he got me on primetime TV. That was so cool. All my relatives saw me on the CBS Evening News. That was cool. Except Bling for your. I told him not to do that. He was says, "I'll get you some shirts or something for your mod." I go, "I don't think so, Dustin. There's too many of them." Like, "Oh, okay. That's my fault." He did send me a shirt. I'm not wearing it today. I told him extra large, and it's still a little bit tight. I need to lose weight. Okay, we're going after our first exposure. It's going to come out. I know it's going to be very bright. This telescope on the left doesn't even start imaging yet. Yeah, I would like a hat too. Maybe I'll ask him for a hat for me. Forget the mods. All right, waiting for our first exposure. Chuck's Astro hat merchandise. Yeah. I don't even think I would wear something like that, let alone other people. Where is the little sombrero? We're waiting for it. You bought an adapter for a microscope that fit your telescope. No. You used a Polaroid on a telescope? You would wear a... Thanks, Pandora. Wait a minute. You could take an instant picture with your Polaroid on a deep sky target? Now that would be super cool. If it's true. I never actually heard of that. You built your first CCD camera from the CCD cookbook. Wow. In the mid 80s. Wow, you guys got into this hobby much, much earlier than I did. Wow, that's cool. I had a telescope, in my teen years, but I never thought to try and attach a camera to it. This was back maybe in the 80s. Time exposure with a clock drive. That's incredible. Never heard of that before. A Polaroid camera. So you never even had to get them developed. You got instant pictures. All right, here's the first picture. Oh, did the live stack pick it up? There it is. All right. There's our first 5 minutes. It's kind of bright because I started early. Wait, let's see. Where is the little sombrero? And there it is, folks. There it is. There is a 5-minute exposure on the little sombrero. Is that cool? I like it. You know what? I'm not going to waste time. Autofocus. My RASA holds the focus very, very good. I'm going to say, make that a high number. 300. That's the little sombrero. Do you guys want to, I haven't done this yet. I captured almost 3 hours yesterday. Shall we combine them all and see what it actually looks like with almost 3 hours of data? That's 5 minutes of data, and it already looks great. But I think we should just do a quick stack. So we can just get a checkpoint of where we are so far. I say we do it. Maybe I don't need as much data as I think. Right, Stan? Maybe we don't need as much data on this. Did you see how bright it is? Did you see how bright that was, Stan? For a 5-minute exposure. Okay, I got to download them from the cloud here. How far away is this galaxy, by the way? It looks just like the big sombrero. It's daddy. Little sombrero. galaxy. Facts. $40 to 50 million light years from Earth. It's about a little. It's more than half. Well, no. It's 60,000 to 80,000 light years across. Our Milky Way is 50,000 or is 100,000, so it's smaller than our Milky Way. It's going to be interesting. I can't wait to see this stack. Okay. We'll keep all of them. I don't use Deep Sky Stacker for my final stack. I use PixInsight, but this is just for a quick test. What's in? Oh, in my description, I just did a cut and paste. I didn't even read it. I didn't even read my description. Okay. All right, we're going to see what this galaxy looks like here. Wait. Whoa. Okay, that's still less than. Ooh, that is such a lovely star. Look at that star right next to it. Wow. Wow. Oh, I like this a lot. I think this and those nice stars next to it, that's a really nice looking. That's a nice looking group here. Oof, I like this one a lot. I did not ask about the mask. I don't want them touching anything while I'm capturing this galaxy, because I'm afraid if they try and fix it now, I'm going to have double spikes. So right now, it looks like the spikes are still in the same position. I want to keep it that way until I'm done with this galaxy. As soon as I finish this, then I'll say, look, the spikes shifted again. Right now they look okay. That is fantastic. This is going to be such a nice galaxy when I'm finished. I'm excited about it. Oh, look, there's another galaxy down here. Anywhere else? A distant galaxy here? We saw that one. Yeah, there's a few. Yeah, this is so nice. I'm really glad I went after this target. Sometimes I think maybe it's too small for my telescope because look at it in a big field of view. But when you zoom in at 100%, it's not bad. It's really not bad. The Helix Galaxy? The Helix Galaxy. I'll make a note of that, Hunter. Oh, look at that right here. Is that what you're talking about, Stan? Guys, that's all I wanted to show you guys. I'm going to be staying on this target for quite a few hours. Yeah, Pete, I just hope they stay, that the diffraction spikes stay where they are, because I don't want double spikes. And right now, it looks like they're in that same position for my new images tonight, so as long as the mask doesn't shift again, we'll be good. But you never know with if it's going to be windy or not, if that might have an impact. Yeah. Wait, what did you say, Hunter? NGC 2685. Wow, that's a neat one. Is that the Helix Galaxy? Oh, that's cool. I don't know how it will look in mine, but I'll add it to my list. Thanks for hanging out with me, guys. That's all I wanted to try tonight. It's very odd for sure. I might be back tomorrow night. I don't know. But I got nothing else. I'm just going to stay on this target for the next few hours, though. Thanks for hanging out with me. I'll see you next time. Sorry, this is kind of a short stream. I got nothing else. Bye, everybody. Glad to see you again, Foxy.